We're back. We're live. We're yapping. Um, let's have just an open discussion about just something I've been thinking about. I've thought about this for a while. This wasn't even a recent thought. I've had this thought actually for a couple years now. Um, did 2020 ruin gaming? And there's a lot of angles to that question, from a gamer's point of view, from a content creator's point of view, and from gaming studios, gaming developers' point of view. So there's kind of a little three-way argument there. I'll probably stick more to from the gamer slash content creator point of view, and we'll discuss that. Like, the 2020 ruined gaming, because obviously we know what happened in 2020. Forced everybody to stay home for a bit, or mostly everybody. There were a couple critical jobs where people couldn't stay home, but for the most part, most people stayed home, let's say, right? And if you were a gamer, what up, Fear God? If you were a gamer, despite your age, young, old, middle, 30s, 40s, 50s, 20s, teens, it doesn't matter. If you were a gamer, 2020 kind of started where you had all this time now, all this extra time, I should say, to game, because assuming either if you had to work from home, you could like work and you'd be gaming on the side, or if you were on the more unfortunate side, if you lost your job, then you had a lot more time to game just to keep your mind busy, because it was a rough time. And then obviously if you lost your job, that's even rougher, but regardless, the point is 2020 happened, and I for one started to remember TV shows. Nothing was being done. No TV shows were being recorded. No movies were being put out. So more and more people turned to YouTube, to Twitch, to things like that, streaming services, right? And COD drops a new game. A lot of games were already out. Fortnite, you name it, Apex, it doesn't matter. Tons of games were already out. COD just dropped their new game. I kind of gravitated towards COD, and I started watching more and more content creators. And I distinctly remember those first few months, let's say, everyone seemed like they were still having fun for the most part. Chilling, playing with their crew, whoever their duo, their trio, their quads were. They were playing every day. They were going live if they were content creators. And you could hear it in the banter. Everybody was just chilling, joking, playing the game, right? Didn't matter, win or lose. Oh, man, well, let's try that again. Everybody was just having fun. And then somewhere along the way, I think what happened, a combination of people who were never content creators. Right, and that's why I said one of the angles is the industry itself. But I think the industry got affected because of the people, right? Because all these people that were now doing these 8, 9, 10-hour streams, going live earlier, because now like all eyes were on them. There was no TV to watch. There was no Netflix to watch. There was nothing to watch. All these people who were playing more, if a game came out, for example, let's say like it was a PvE game, like just to give you an example, let's say like a God of War game came out, you had these people on stream who were like, yo, I'm gonna beat this game in one day. So now the studios, going back to your point, so now the studios have this crazy pressure of like, yo, these people are beating our entire game in like a 10-hour marathon stream. A game that these studios are spending months, maybe a year or two, depending on the game, to develop. And as soon as they drop it, everybody's just going live, beating them in a few hours in a day because they got nothing else to do. So now it's putting pressure on the studios like, yo, we spent so much time on these games hoping people were going to spend weeks playing this, and they're done in one day, right? So then the people, the players, now they start making more demands. Yo, we need more. We need more DLC. We need a new game. Drop another game. But it's just like, yo, developing these games ain't that simple, right? Like, you can't just tell a studio that just released a game, drop another one 3 months later. Like, it's not that simple. Now, the problem is a lot of studios did try things like that, which is, like you said, a lot of broken and unfinished games started to get dropped because they're feeling the pressure and they're trying to keep up with the demand and they want to be first to market because they realize, damn, everybody's at home. Now's a good time to, let's drop another game, or let's drop another pack, another DLC pack for the game we just dropped. But they're rushing everything, right? Because they just want to get it out there. They want to try to monetize it as fast as they could. And yeah, they play the, okay, we'll drop it and we'll fix it later. We'll drop a hot fix, we'll drop a patch next week, next month. But the gamers are playing it so fast that the studios can't even keep up with the fix it later patch, right? Because then what happens? The gamers go through it, they play the game broken, and if the patch isn't out soon enough, well, they got to keep their audience up. So now they move on to the next game. So now the studio puts in the time for the patch comes out, but now the game's dead. People don't move on to the next game. Yeah, the same thing with the PS5. Again, as a gamer, that's how I ended up becoming a PC gamer. 2020 hits, oh, new PS5 is dropping and the new Xbox is dropping. Now, I've been on Xbox for a few years now, so I told myself, yo, this is a good opportunity to go back and go get a PS5, a PlayStation, right? But I couldn't find a PS5, right? Not at retail. Everywhere I looked, $900, $1,000, $1,200, $1,300. And in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm not paying over retail for a console. Like, I'm just not doing it. Because I've had consoles my whole life. I know how this game goes. In 3 or 4 years, that console's dead, right? I can't upgrade that console. I can't upgrade the parts in it. I can't upgrade the CPU, the RAM, none of that. The only thing I could do to a console is add a bigger hard drive. But that's just storage. That doesn't improve the gameplay experience. What up, PG? So not being able to buy a PS5, it might sound redundant because I'm like, I'm not going to spend $1,000 for a PS5, but I was willing to spend over $1,000 for a PC because I understood from a PC point of view, in 3 or 4 years, I could keep upgrading my PC. But I can't keep upgrading a PS5 that I'm going to pay $1,000 for, right? So that didn't make sense to me. So the scalpers forced me into the PC world. Now, I don't regret that, but still, another effect of the market of the time. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to have that conversation, because I feel like 2020, it shifted the market and created trends that are very toxic, that are still affecting the market. It's affecting gamers. It's affecting game development. It's affecting consoles. 2020 was a gift and a curse, but it was really more of a curse, because the only gift you could talk about 2020 was, oh yeah, man, everybody was just chilling playing video games. But that's minor to the net negative impact that caused for the whole market, for the whole gaming market. We're still feeling that now, 5 years later. Like right now, there isn't a shortage of consoles, right? You're not running into scalpers anymore. But what's the problem? Now we don't have the games. So if you go buy a console, you still don't have the games to want to play, because the market is still trying to rush games out. So now you have unfinished games, or games that are so short in playtime, because the studios just want to crank them out now like an assembly line, that you buy a game, the game is so simple and easy, you beat the game, and now you're just like, oh man, I paid $60 for this, $70 for this. I was done with this game in a week, and I wasn't even playing that much, right? Because the studios had to rush and make this game and get it out to market. And like, that's why I have the whole question, the whole premise of this little yap session is, Did 2020 ruin gaming? I think it did. I felt this way since like 2022. I have felt like, yo, 2020 ruined gaming. Because if you play a PvE game, the games are barely challenging or even interesting for that matter. And if you play a PvP game, let's say like a Call of Duty, for example, everyone became like this try hard because in 2020, 2021, everyone had this, yo, I'm going to be a content creator mindset. I'm going to get paid off of this. I'm going to make money. I'm going to play in tournaments. So everyone went from just having fun with their crew to I got to try hard. Every game, every day I play, I got to try hard. And it sucks because at least in Call of Duty, I know like when I watch streamers now versus when I was watching streamers in early 2020, I would watch streamers literally laughing, making jokes, having fun. And now every streamer starts the stream miserable and it gets more miserable as it goes on. And everything is just a shouting match in game. You die to somebody in game, it's shouting. And I'm speaking for myself. If you've seen me stream, you know I'm out there just going off on everybody. Now, for me, for the most part, that it's just banter for me. But I see it in everybody. Do you know how many content creators? I still do this to this day. I'll go on YouTube or Twitch. I'll pick the game. And I'll just pick a random content creator. Like, not even like the known one. Somebody who only got like 10 viewers, whatever. And yo, these people are streaming a game. They're not even talking to chat. They just got a miserable look on their face. No emotion. No movement. Just eyes on the screen, motionless, non-verbal, just playing the game for hours and hours and hours and hours. And it's just like all of them are the same. They all look like robots. It's like they're literally now, it's a bunch of like content creator assembly line robots. They're all just playing the game, trying to get rich, but no one's talking, no personality, no interaction. And it's just like, it to me, that ruined gaming. Like, no one's playing for the sake of gaming. It's almost like it reminds me of being a kid. Like, no one's playing for fun anymore. We're just these machines, and we put the game on and we just stare at the screen and press, all right, go live. But we don't really give a shit about going live because we're just these machines in the assembly line. And that's what I see in everybody that I like I said, I'll randomly click on people. Like, oh, that guy got 5 viewers. Let me go see what's up with his stream. You know, maybe he's really good and nobody really knows who he is. Oh, she's playing Fortnite. Let me go see what she's doing. And it's just the same. Streamer after streamer after streamer. It's just this blank stare face, playing the game, no emotion. They win. Not even a GG's, nothing. They're just like, they win, load right back up to the next lobby. They don't sing nothing. It's just another, the assembly line continues. And I feel like that shit started in 2020 with the content creator boom. Once people started to see like how much money was in content creation, a lot of people saw it like, it's almost like crypto. If you're smart, you can invest and you can make money from it. Now, that falls into 3 categories, and it's the same with gaming. There's the really smart, really dedicated, really devoted people who are going to make the most money. Then there's the people in the middle that are just literally going to get lucky and make some money. Or not, I don't even want to say lucky, but the people who like still treat it like it's a side thing. It's a bonus. Like, yeah, if I make some money, great. And if I don't, that's cool too, because this is just something I enjoy doing, right? I like to dabble with the market a little bit. And then there's the people at the bottom who they genuinely, it's a get rich quick scheme for them. and they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and then they get mad when nothing pops off for them after like just 1 week of streaming, right? And you could tell the streamers that are like, yo, I'm really gonna do this full time, and I'm getting an editor, and I have a schedule, and I stick to that schedule, and I have a personality, and I talk to the chat. Those are like the top echelon dudes. Everybody else is in the middle. You know, like I'll put some of us in the middle. Like, streaming for me is a side gig. Monetize the channel, make a little change, but I really just love gaming, right? So whatever money I make, cool. That's not my driver. The money's not my driver. Just being entertaining, meeting people like you guys, that's my driver. So like we're like in the middle. And then at the very bottom, what up Warwick? What up Gilbert? And then at the very yo, DJ Joe, I didn't even say what's up to you. And then at the very bottom is the people who think, oh, I like games. I like Fortnite. I like Call of Duty. I'm gonna start streaming and I'm gonna just get rich. And they put no effort. They have no schedule. They have no thumbnail. They have no personality. They go live. They don't talk to the chat. They don't say what's up to nobody. But those are the people who are like, I'm gonna just get rich because I love playing video games. And it's just like, bro, you have no respect for the craft. And then those are the first people to get mad, right? And actually those people, that leads them down a different pipeline. That goes down the cheating pipeline, because now those people think like, oh shit, if I cheat and I get better, then maybe I'll make money. But that's a different conversation. But I feel like 2020 created that three-headed monster of, you had these full-time content creators that were always around, everybody else saw them, and then everybody else tried to emulate them. And a lot of people are doing it seriously, but a lot of people are just trying to take shortcuts. Yeah, the copy-paste games. Again, with my favorite game, if I had to pick one, I mean, I've been a Call of Duty player from the jump, but these days, I'm liking the finals a lot more. But I'm a Call of Duty. I'm a COD kid. So yeah, Warwick, that's what I was saying earlier. Like 2020 gave people this self-reward of like, yo, I finally have this time to dedicate to this thing I love, which is just gaming, right? Like I said, it's the kid in all of us. The kid in all of us doesn't go away. We can, we grow up, we have families, we have responsibilities, shit happens in life, we get the gray hairs, but the fact of the matter is, the kid in me doesn't grow up, right? I've been playing video games for a long time, and I don't plan on stopping. It's a hobby for me. That's why I said, if I make money off of it, great, and if I don't, it doesn't matter, because that's not why I do it. 2020 brought me back to COD, really, because before 2020, we had BO3, BO4, all that futuristic stuff. I wasn't really into that. So I would play off and on. I'd do a little Blackout here and there, a little BO4 here and there, but like I wasn't playing COD like that. Like when I tell you before 2020, I mean, like, man, a month might go by before I would get on COD. Like, that's how like off COD I was before 2020. And it wasn't just that, what happened in 2020 that got me back into COD. It was, too, the game itself. The game itself looked interesting to me. It was a whole redesign, new engine, and I was like, oh, I want to try it. But then that kind of, like I said, that not being able to get a PS5 at the time because of the scalpers, that led me to buy a PC, and then that led me to get more and discover the ecosystem of PC gaming. The Steam catalogs, the Battle.net catalogs, and things like that. And that kind of re-sparked the joy in my head of like, oh shit, like I could get back into gaming as like my side hobby when I'm done with work, when I'm done spending time with my family, blah, blah, blah. I can just do gaming. Cause like I'm a homebody. That's the thing about me too. I'm a homebody. I don't really go out. I don't really go anywhere. I got a basketball court in my yard. You know, I'll be out there. Something I've done too for years. It's hot. I go outside. I'll just shoot around for like 2, 3 hours, chilling while my kids play in the yard. Um, so it's the same thing with gaming. But then it's just like I said, 2020 happened. I'm watching all these content creators. Everybody's having fun, joking, having a good time. You know, I'd get up every day, look forward to watching somebody stream just because like I knew they were like, oh, this person has a good personality and they joke around a lot. And it was just like entertaining, right? I didn't even care for the game, to be honest. Half the time I was just watching people just to listen to like the banter and the jokes. But then like slowly as 2020 went on, I just started to see like everybody started getting a little too there was just too much try harding, too much like I don't know, too much ego started building, try harding, the sweat talk started. And I just started to notice the shift in people's attitudes. I started to notice the shift in people weren't having fun anymore. People weren't laughing anymore. And you fast forward now, we're 5 years later, 2025, and it's I like I said, I'll go on YouTube, I'll go on Twitch, and I just see everybody's miserable. Everybody's miserable because every game you try to play now, you can't even have fun. Not because you don't want to have fun. You're chilling. You load up a game, whether it's by yourself or with a couple of your people, and whatever game it is, it don't matter. It could be Fortnite. Like they call it, it's a kid's game, which is BS to me. I don't think Fortnite is a kid's game just because it's a cartoon. You go play Fortnite with some people, and you run into some try-hard sweat, TikTok, TTV in the name, and it's just like, why, man? Like, why? Like, I just, like, I appreciate that, Gilbert. It's just like, yo, we just trying to have fun, and here comes this TikToker trying to get a clip for his content. Like, and even if you find this person, you go to their TikTok, you go to their Twitch, and you watch them live, bro, they're just sitting there with a blank face, playing the game, not talking to chat, nothing, no entertainment value. And like, yeah, and that's what I mean, fear God. So the driver to the cheating was that too, right? It's a lot more people started getting slammed. A lot more people who tried to be content creators but weren't good gamers, they started to internalize that negative emotion of like, damn, I got no viewers and I got no subs and nobody's watching me. Why? Maybe I need to get better. And then it's a famous quote. You stare into the darkness long enough, that darkness stares back. These people got so low and they wanted that content creation dream that then they were like, fuck, man, I'm gonna just start cheating. And a lot of them did. A lot of them did. A lot of them started cheating because they thought, fuck it, if I cheat and I start like loading up gameplay of high kill gameplay and clips, that's gonna make people sub to me. And it worked for a while. That's the crazy part. Because at the time, we're all looking for like that next crazy gamer, right? Even as a viewer, you're looking for that dopamine. You're like, yo, I want to see the next COD demon. Who's the next Fortnite demon? The next Apex demon? And so you start seeing all these clips of people, these unknown people that are new to the scene. You've never heard of them, but they're playing like gods. And you're just like, man, this dude is good, man. Who is this dude? Who is this dude? And then every few weeks, every few months, we start to find out, oh, this dude was cheating. Or that dude was cheating. Or that other dude was cheating. People get caught. You see some little red boxes on your screen. Or a Discord conversation leaks out. Or they get banned live. A lot, because I saw that a lot. A lot of people were getting banned for cheating. And then they try to play it off. Only to then they find out, yeah, they really were cheating. Because again, a lot of these people got into low places. They wanted to be good gamers. But instead of just putting in the time and the practice, they just wanted the shortcut. They wanted to be famous now, right? They didn't want to put in the work. They just want to be famous now. I want to be good now. So they start cheating. It leads down a dark path. But what happens? All those people at the bottom, Yeah, all those people at the bottom who then realize, all right, fuck it, I'm not gonna be a content creator, but I still want to post on YouTube and at least to like monetize my channel, or I just still just want to play the game. They just keep cheating. Even the ones, even a lot, and a lot of the cheaters don't even stream. They're not even content creators. They're just people who come home from work and they cheat in a video game because they're bad, and they're like, well, whatever. I'm not a content creator. I'm no one. Nobody knows who I am. So I'm gonna just cheat. And that's it. And so now that's how we landed in this ecosystem where we are now. I mean, and it's crazy because you mentioned about the COD land, but look at what happened with Fortnite. Fortnite just banned, they banned the dude. This was like a month ago. They banned this dude who was cheating on LAN. I think he tried to bring like a USB thumb drive, and they found out he was cheating on LAN, on top of the fact that they sued him for monetary compensation. So they're making an example of this dude. It's a young kid too, by the way. It's not even like it's some grown man. It's like a young kid. They took him to court. They won, and they were able to prove not only was he cheating, and it was like, yo, a lot of these people, they'll go to a tournament and shit, try to cheat. Like, I'm telling you, a lot of people get desperate. A lot of people really get desperate, and they test the waters. But now you got these companies that are like, oh, you thought we were just going to ban you? No, 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 no. We're going to take you to court. We're going to come after that money, too. We're going to make it so you don't ever get to play. Yeah, that's why Cronin Zen. Yo, look up, like, I'm dead serious. You could Google Cronin Zen or go on Amazon. Amazon has been selling anywhere from 7,000 to 9,000 Cronin Zens every month since like 2020. Like, that's how crazy it is. They have been selling 7,000 to 9,000 Cronin Zens every single month since 2020. And I know you could use it for other games, but let's be for real. You don't think a lot of those players are playing Fortnite, are playing COD, are playing Apex? Like, let's be for real. Yeah, the money, man. Money will put people in dark places. Money will put people in dark places. They will do things they claim they would never do. They would do things that they would never think they would do. And that's why they say, man, money truly is the root of all evil, because people will do very sinister things for money. And not even a lot of money, too, in a lot of cases. It's little pocket change. Yeah, man, that's the thing. TikTok, too. That's why a lot of cheaters, you'll see a lot of cheaters openly live streaming on TikTok, because on TikTok, as long as you get the followers and the views, boom, you monetize yourself. And that's why I said, like, for a lot of these people, it's not even about trying to get rich or become millionaires. It's just like, if they can just generate some steady side income, they don't care. They don't care to be famous. They don't care to be content creators. It's just a steady check coming in. Even realistically, think about it. Imagine TikTok sending you $100 a week just for you to play while cheating, and nobody stopping you. It's easy money for these people, right? Sucks for everybody else because it ruins the experience for everybody else who's trying to play legit. Because like I said, you get on, you're just trying to have fun, you're just trying to play a regular game, pass the time, and boom, you run into this TikTok cheater, right? You know, that's not a good time for you. But I think it all started from 2020, honestly. I think it all started from 2020, and what we thought was a gift has turned out to be a curse. That how we reverse it, I don't even know, man, because I feel like a whole generation of gamers, because if you think about it, it's been 5 years now. There's a whole generation of gamers right now that they have no integrity. They have no respect. They have no ethics. It's weird. I don't know enough about mobile gaming. The only thing I know about mobile gaming is PUBG is really popular on mobile. That's all I know about mobile gaming, unfortunately. I'd have to do some more research on it. Yeah, fear God. It's killed a big section of gaming, and like I don't know how we fix it. I don't know. Can it be fixed? Probably, but I think it's gonna take longer to fix than it took to break everything. Like most things in life, right? It's easier to break something. Takes time to rebuild. And I just feel like that's what's happening with gaming. It's gonna take time to rebuild because these studios too, they have to get very strict about their anti-cheats. They have to get very strict about their cheating policies as far as banning people versus temporary bans. And then consoles need to implement better security mitigations for things like Cronuses and things like that, but within limits, because like I know Warwick is in here, and Warwick uses the Azeron, which is basically, it's like mouse and keyboard, but like instead of a keyboard, it's like a hand type thing. So we don't want to ban devices that are legitimately needed by people, because one, as a player, I should have a choice if I want to use this kind of mouse or that kind of keyboard. And if I have a handicap, maybe I can't use a keyboard. Maybe I need an Azeron. If I have limited mobility, an Azeron is a perfect tool. But I don't want games or consoles to block it because they're gonna think, oh, well, this is just a cheating device, right? So this is why security implementations need to be given careful thought, because we don't want to blanket block things just because, right? Like, that's not the best answer. That's not the best solution. That's a quick solution, but that's not the best solution, right? Because everybody wants to play video games. Even people with handicaps want to play video games, and they should be able to, using whatever tools are available to them. So we can't just be like, okay, just block all third-party devices. Like, that's just a band-aid. That's not a solution, right? But oh no, it's all good. Adwick, it's all good. There's a lot of people who only play console. There's a lot of people who only play mobile. There's people who play PC. There's no shame in any of that. Don't worry about it. There's no shame in whatever the access you have. There's no shame about any of that, man. I mean, all markets are. That's why I said, like, mobile game market is very big too. There's mobile game tournaments. There's mobile leagues. Like, the gaming market is not just about PC and console anymore. So don't feel like there's no shame in any of that. But yeah, man, I just wanted to yap real quick about that. I just feel like something that's been on my mind for a while, 2020, how it affected gaming, and how we're still in a hole because of everything that came out of 2020. How the industry is affected, how gamers are affected, how developers are affected. But I think we can correct. It's just gonna take time, of course. Like I said, it's very easy to break things. It takes time to rebuild them, and I just feel like we're in a rebuild phase, and it's gonna take a few more years. It's not gonna be as fast as we may want it to be. But as long as these companies are being more mindful and they're doing things with intent and security-driven decisions, then I think we'll be all right eventually, eventually. But that's it. I appreciate y'all who stopped by today, listening to my yap. Yeah, very well. We're in 2025. It may very well take another 5+ years. And you know what? If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Because I'd rather the situation get corrected than we just let it break and it gets lost. You know what I'm saying? So, but all right, I'm out. I appreciate y'all though. I always appreciate y'all stopping by. But that's all I got for today.